Your bank account has $47 left. Rent is due in 3 days. You've done everything right. Budgeted, cut coffee, skipped nights out, and still nothing changes. The money just disappears. But in Tokyo, right now, someone owning less than you is saving 40% of their income. Not because they earn more, because they know something you don't. It's called Kakeibo. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Stick around. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly why your money keeps vanishing, and the simple shift that fixes it. Hit subscribe now, because what you're about to hear will change how you see every dollar you spend. Let's go back. 1904, Japan. A journalist named Hanimo Toko is watching housewives struggle. Money comes in. Money goes out. No one knows where it went. So she creates a notebook. Simple. Handwritten. 4 questions. And it quietly becomes one of the most powerful financial tools ever created. You open that notebook now. It's the first of the month. Before you spend a single yen, you ask yourself 4 questions. How much money do you have? How much do you want to save? How much are you actually spending? How can you improve? Simple, right? Except almost no one does this. Except that's exactly why almost everyone is broke. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. You write down your income. Then you write down your fixed costs, rent, bills, the things you can't avoid. What's left is your real number. The number that actually matters. And now you have to decide, right now, before you touch it, how much of it disappears into savings first. Not what's left over at the end of the month. That number is always 0. You already know that. You've lived it. This is the part that breaks people. Because Kakeibo forces you to choose your savings amount before temptation gets a vote. But deciding isn't enough. You have to watch where every single yen goes. So you divide your spending into 4 categories. Survival. Food, transport, essentials. Optional. Things you want but don't need. Culture. Books, learning, growth. Extra. The unexpected. Gifts, repairs, emergencies. Every purchase gets written down. Everyone. And this is where something strange starts happening to you. You're standing in a convenience store. A drink in your hand. Small, cheap, meaningless. Except now you have to write it down. Optional category. And suddenly it doesn't feel meaningless anymore. You put it back. This is the moment nobody warns you about. Kakeibo doesn't restrict you. It makes you conscious. And consciousness is the most dangerous thing your bad spending habits have ever encountered. Because here's the truth hiding underneath modern life. You're not bad with money. You're just disconnected from it. Cards. Apps. One-tap checkout. Every system around you is engineered to separate your brain from the pain of spending. Every purchase feels like nothing. Until suddenly it's the 28th of the month, and it's all gone, and you don't know how. Kakeibo drags that connection back. On purpose. On paper. In your own handwriting. And once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. Now watch what happens by week 2. You start noticing patterns you never saw before. That coffee habit, $14 a week. That subscription you forgot about, $9 a month, silently draining you for a year. That just one more delivery order. It's not one. It's 4 this week alone. None of this was invisible before. You just weren't looking. Now you are. And now you can't stop. This is where the real transformation begins. Because Kakeibo isn't a budgeting app. It's not a spreadsheet with a formula doing the thinking for you. It's slow. It's handwritten. And that's exactly the point. Neuroscience backs this up. Writing something by hand engages your brain differently than tapping numbers into an app. It forces reflection. It forces ownership. You're not just tracking money. You're building a relationship with it, one page at a time. There's a name for what's happening to you right now. Psychologists call it the pain of paying. Every time cash physically leaves your hand, your brain registers a small, real sting. That sting is protective. It's a thing that used to stop you from overspending, back before money became invisible. Digital payments erase that sting almost completely. A tap, a swipe, no sensation at all. Your brain doesn't even register it as loss. Kakeibo brings that sting back on purpose, and suddenly every purchase is weight again. You feel it the next time you're about to buy something you don't need. A tiny hesitation, a flicker of thought. Do I actually want this? Or am I just bored, tired, stressed? That flicker is new. That flicker is the entire system working. But here's where the story shifts. Here's where it gets dangerous for your old habits. At the end of the month, you sit down with your notebook, and you don't just look at the numbers. You ask the fourth question again. How can you improve? This is a step almost everyone skips, and it's the one that actually creates change. You look back and see it in black and white. 3 coffee runs you don't even remember taking. A late-night purchase you made when you were tired and emotional. A subscription for an app you opened twice. It stings a little. It's supposed to, because now, next month, you already know what to change. Not from guilt, from evidence. And slowly, month after month, something remarkable starts happening to you. You start to feel a strange, quiet control over your life that you didn't have before. Not because you're earning more, because you finally know exactly where every dollar goes. The paycheck-to-paycheck panic starts to loosen its grip. You start to see saving not as sacrifice, but as a decision you make in advance, before the month has a chance to steal it from you. This is the part that changes everything. Because Kakeibo isn't really about the 4 categories, or the notebook, or even the 4 questions. It's about timing. It flips the entire order how you've been taught to manage money. Most people spend first and save what's left. Kakeibo savers save first and spend what's left. That single reversal is the difference between struggling forever and building wealth quietly, season after season, without ever needing a raise. Now picture the seasons themselves, because Kakeibo doesn't stop at months. Every 3 months, you sit down again, but this time you zoom out. You look at the whole quarter. You ask yourself what patterns kept repeating. Maybe winter always costs more. Maybe every spring you spend on things you forget by summer. This seasonal reflection is where the real compounding begins, because awareness that only lasts a month fades. Awareness that returns every season becomes identity. And once saving becomes part of who you are, it stops requiring willpower at all. You start to notice something else too. The anxiety that used to hit you every time your phone buzzed with a bank notification. It's quieter now, not because you have more money yet, because you already know what the notification is going to say. Nothing surprises you anymore, and that, more than any number in your account, is the real prize. And the wildest part? This system has survived over 100 years. No app, no software update, no influencer selling you a course. Just a notebook full of questions and brutal honesty with yourself. In a country famous for some of the highest costs of living on earth, ordinary people, cashiers, students, part-time workers are quietly building savings most high earners in other countries never manage to touch. Not because they make more, because they see more. Think about that for a second. An entire culture, generation after generation, passing down a single notebook instead of a financial degree. Mothers teaching daughters. Simple lines on a page outperforming apps built by teams of engineers and psychologists paid to keep you spending. Maybe that's a real twist hiding inside this whole story. The most powerful financial tool you'll ever use isn't more advanced than what you have now. It's simpler. It just asks you to actually look. So here's the moment where you have to decide something. You can keep spending on autopilot, wondering every month where the money went. Or you can pick up a notebook, ask yourself 4 uncomfortable questions, and start seeing your money clearly, maybe for the first time in your life. The $4 to $7 in your account right now, that's not the problem. The problem was never seeing it coming. If this shifted something in you, hit subscribe. Drop a comment telling me the one expense you just realized you didn't even notice, and share this with someone who needs to see their money clearly too. Because a version of you with real savings, real control, real peace of mind, isn't earning more. They are just paying attention.